What an unbelievable start to the day. There was a little tickle in the back of my mind saying, it could happen, but the Packers, they have all these things going for them. And now look where we are. The Giants are 4-1, and I've already seen Packers fans online saying the immortal words, "Fire everybody." Wow. Well, that's where we are today, folks, but we are moving past that because right now we get to focus on the Bills and the Steelers. Yeah, wherever you are, Luke, I understand. Huge headache. I'm glad you got to see the Packers play live. It sucks that it was under those circumstances where, it was just, rough. I'm sorry, man, but I am glad you did get to see the Packers play live at least once. Maybe in the future, you'll get to see them win a game. I think there's enough time. But welcome to another Stupid Sports Show. I'm Jim B. And I already have a cat in my lap and already have a Screw City popped open. It must be time for some more NFL football. Enjoy your nap, Luke. All right, because I know I have a lot of Packers fans in here. Give a quick Sports Center description of how it went for the Packers and the Giants in the 8:30 game. I didn't see a lot of it because I was modding and then I had to prepare for the stream. And if you might notice, there's a couple little dots in front of the team names now. I actually added timeouts so I can keep track of those somewhat. But like I said, little quality of life improvements every week. Best we can. And we get to see the first start of Kenny Pickett. But it looks like the Bills are going to be getting the ball first because Pickett's still sitting on the bench with his Steelers hat on. Up 10 at the half, outscored in the second half 17-2. Yeah, I was there for the safety at the end of the game while the Giants were trying to burn the clock. I'm amazed that that's come back into the playbook, intentional safety. Yeah, Kip. I bet it's pain. I bet. Well, in the name of everybody who's feeling the pain at this moment, this game is brought to you by Screw City Lager from the Prairie Street Brewing Company. You never forget your first trip to Screw City as the kickoff is muffed by the Bills at the goal line and they're going to have terrible field position. They get tackled at the 2. That is not a good start. Way to mess up the feeling of the ad read, Buffalo. Man. Kip, do you ever feel bad about the times when you're rooting for the Bears to win? Just curious. And yeah, I know the Detroit New England game is going on at the same time. I'm just going to let it go, let it be. First snap out of shotgun. It gets batted down. That pass in the end zone. Number 98, Leo for the Steelers. Taking care of business. Well, if you want to have a better chance of keeping the division lead all to yourself, maybe I would say Chicago. And the Vikings are driving, apparently. So, woo. And what do you know? It is 2nd and 10 now. But that Steeler defense is trapping them today. He's not even going to get back to the 1, maybe, on that. Yeah. Honestly, it seems like there's no... It's a real Sophie's choice. Whether you want to root for the Bears or the Vikings. If you really want to feel bad, if you really can't bring yourself to do it, root for the Lions. We got plenty of room in the bandwagon. Hey, like I said, William, enjoy the ride. Into the wind. Oh my God! Wide open number 13, and they will be all the way for a TD. Stefon Diggs hangs 6 on the Pittsburgh Steelers. He leaps into the crowd. Up, he just goes and hugs everybody in the front row. No, that is even better. Stefon. Oh, it's Gabriel Davis. Okay. I could not read the jersey that well, but damn, the right route with the best positioning and a perfect throw from Josh Allen. Holy crap. Yeah, I'm not surprised that y'all are ahead of me because I don't get CBS over the air with my antenna, so I have to do this on Fubo. But there it is. We're at 13:56 to go, and Buffalo is already up 7. Yeah. Just for the sake of curiosity, I'm going to try going onto the antenna. And he drops the snap, and it is recovered by the Bills. Holy shit! Oh my goodness. I just switched over the antenna, which is strangely working, I think, just because there aren't any clouds in the sky. Mike Tomlin is making sure to wear all of the... Oh. Pierre was supposed to get it, but it went off of his foot. And recovered by the Bills' special teams. Damn. Oh, you're happy about that, Angie? I'm glad. All right, 1st and 10 now. And Singletary. They'll maybe give him 3 yards from the advancement. Ooh, well, the Browns are already up on the... Okay, yeah, I'm not mentioning that score. Because Angie is right in my lap. Damn. 2nd and 6 now for the Bills. They are at the Pittsburgh 17. Allen directing things out of the shotgun back to his left. He hands it off to Singletary, who will find some room up the middle and get inside the 10 to move the chains. 1st down, Buffalo. Woo! Damn, the Bills came out hot, but there is a flag. Holding on the offense. As Ryan Bates, the right guard, who gets the holding penalty there. We're stopped at 13:02 for right now. And, well. Oh, I understand, Geezer. That's cool. And yeah, it makes sense. We are taking way too many 4th downs. Trying for way too many 4th downs. I understand we don't want to give the other team the ball, but, you know, And a quick throw to Diggs gets swallowed up in the backfield, and he'll be thrown down somewhere past the 30-yard line. Hey, that's totally cool, man. Hey, blue was how I ended up with the Lions, so I am not in a position to judge anybody for that. Spaghetti, eh, Logan? Ah, damn, now I'm hungry. Well, looks like I'll just have to console myself with our other sponsor, Yinzers Salt and Vinegar Chips. And the Vikings have scored a TD, apparently. Josh Allen has a great amount of room in the pocket, but way overthrown for Davis. That is incomplete. Out of bounds on the far side. Apparently, they're having a nice windy day over at the Bills Stadium. Oh, that flag is flapping around at the top. It looks like it's coming towards them and out to their right. Tyler Bass is going to have a 49-yard attempt. And it gets blocked. And the T-Day got negated. Meanwhile, the Saints have gotten their first field goal. So now they're on the board. We just had a blocked field goal, so the Steelers are going to now take over. Jeez. This day is going to be chaos. And I'm not even wearing the Michigan hat. So I do not know what to tell you all about what is currently happening. Oh me, oh my, oh by the bio. And look at that. Now Cook gets a touchdown for the Vikings. So I assume that will put them up 7-0 just in case. No, I've already got my comfortable hat, and I don't think the chaos needs my help today. I already ruined Kansas's 5-0 start yesterday. I think I've done enough for one weekend. Isn't that right, Angie? I know you don't believe me, but Angie's still right here in my lap. As soon as I came in here, she just immediately curled up. And just like that, the Pats are in the red zone. The comfort of familiarity. And no other real updates to check at the moment. So we just wait for the commercials to come back. Now, I do think that Logan is right that, yes, it is very early in the season. Yes, I know we expected a lot. I know y'all expect a lot out of the Packers because, it's Aaron Rodgers. Things have been improving on defense bit by bit, getting more pieces in. And after a game like this, yeah, it's got to be rough. But like I said, I'm going to be at the Jets-Packers game next week, which will be in Lambeau. I'm thinking about trying to rush back here afterwards so I can cover the Sunday night game, but that's a tentative plan right now. Meanwhile, let's take a look at Mr. Kenny Pickett. He'll fake the handoff and dump it out quick to number 44, who will immediately get tackled for a 1-yard gain. One question is, how are the Giants good? Honestly, I agree with William. It just has to purely be the coaching. at this point. Brian Dable has done something to that team. Two backs in I formation. They will pitch it back to Najee Harris. He did have a lead blocker, but the defense swarmed through and brought him down for a loss of 3. Or loss of 2. Thank you for correcting me, announcers. Yeah, Joe Judge, I think, definitely doesn't win that game. And that as well. I am still not sure why they got away from the run game. Meanwhile, Pick is back in shotgun. 2 receivers out to his right, back to his left. 3rd and 11. Still. Oh, that is. Oh my gosh! A QB for Pittsburgh threw the ball to George Pickens for our first down. Oh, Canada, our home and native land. And now the Steelers are up to the 50. Claypool is in motion to the far side. We have 2 backs in the backfield to Pickett's right. It's going to be a faked handoff and a quick dump off to Claypool, who will get the first down with some extra work against the Buffalo secondary. And the jawing has started between them. Yeah. Blame Canada. Exactly, geezer. Blame Canada. Oh, Darius Slayton got some work. Good for him. It's also nice to hear that Daniel Jones was actually, doing some work and toughing it out, apparently. Getting down to 9.5 minutes to go in the game. We're going to have a hand up the middle to Najee Harris, who finds a good lane on the outside right. Will pick up 6 or 7 yards. Gadang. Well. All right. AFC and NFC South matchups still tied at 0, and the Jets have taken a 2-0 lead on a safety. Oh, goodness. Seattle has scored a touchdown. Oh, me oh my oh. Pass batted down at the line. They were trying for a screen pass on the near side, and Epinesa for the Bills knocked it down at the line. A 50-yard pass to Metcalf. Well, there goes my fantasy. Then again, I'm also starting an injured running back who's not playing today because whatever. No, I think you summed it up pretty well, True North. Just as he gets hit, he gets the pass off to number 81 to Gentry. And some great pressure on him. Looked like he was about to get that. Looks like it was about to be a strip in the backfield. Oh, man. Well, Pickett looking pretty good so far. 4 completions to 4 different receivers on this drive. Now 1st and 10 for the 25. He's going to roll out to his right and find a Pickens again, who will get tackled after a gain of 11. First down again for the Steelers. Yeah, we kind of expect that out of Amari, unfortunately. Very unfortunately. And now there's an ambulance on the field in New England. Oh, hell. Oh, hell. Now Harris will only get about 3 as he's driven back. He's 2nd and 10. That drive has started from the 13. They're now down to the 10. And here goes 2nd and 7 now for the Steelers. A very tight formation. But Campbell faking out to the left and really not doing any blocking assignments, just kind of standing there and looking like he has his thumb up his butt. So they're going to get back to their original line of scrimmage, maybe a yard back. So it is 3rd down and very long. Oh, God. Titans versus Washington and Vikings versus Bears. Oh. And the Bears field goal is good. Yeah, just keep the updates coming. True North, if you can find out who got hurt in New England. Was that a catch? It is marked a catch. Deontay Johnson with an incredible sideline catch down at the 2. That will be 1st and goal. Oh, no, he didn't get his 2nd foot in. That one stepped out. Catch 1. And yeah, 2nd foot gets out. Detroit, Savion Smith injured. Okay. And the injury woes continue for the Detroit defense. I'm assuming it was the defense, because last I saw. And now we've got an injured player on the Buffaloes. They're stretching somebody out. Oh, that's Von Miller. Oh. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, that is going to hurt. All right, we're currently on an injury break right now because Von Miller has something up with his leg and he's getting stretched out in the field by the trainers. Hopefully nothing serious, but as we've seen today, the chaos is endemic. And Angie is determined for me to lose all feeling in my legs as quickly as possible. And once again, those of you who are here participating in chat or just lurking, thank you very much for being here. I hope that you're enjoying your Sunday so far, no matter what team you're rooting for. Oh shoot, I forgot to make the dip. I knew I was going to get distracted. All right, that'll be for after the game because I won't have enough time to do it. And the Pats have gotten a field goal. They lead 3-0. And Teddy Bridgewater is being evaluated for a head injury. Man. Ugh. Poor Teddy Bridgewater. So, Bridgewater was the backup in Miami, if I'm remembering correctly, right? So now they're down to the 3rd string, whoever that is. Oh, the Jets fans are going to be rowdy next week. Meanwhile, the Bucs turn over on downs to the Falcons. Oh, what a day. What a day indeed. Oh. Like I said, folks, just remember, Tom Brady, I will appreciate you more once you go away. Von Miller did walk off. He's currently sitting on the sidelines. Boswell barely got that 29-yard field goal in. And Skylar Thompson is the third-string QB for the Dolphins. So, you know what? If that's what Giselle said, oh, God, no wonder. No wonder. Just no wonder. I will just leave it at that. Oh, wow. All right, nothing else has changed. With status quo established. Now Pickett looks over on the sideline, see if he can get another high score in Bejeweled. And Boswell is back out. Josh Allen preparing for possibly another scoring drive. The wind is currently 17 miles per hour there right now. The thing that I'm going to miss for whatever the Bears become the Arlington Heights Cubs is the fact that they're not going to have any weather games anymore. There's just something that gets missed in that. Meanwhile, a nice break by number 10 for the Bills. And that is Shakir. A great return to just past the 30-yard line. Have some decent starting position now for Josh Allen and these Bills trying to keep the distance between them and the Steelers, because apparently their defense is just going to play bend, don't break. And the Browns have scored a touchdown. Against who? Certainly not saying who with this cat in my lap. And a quick tackle by number 35, Male, from the far side of the Pittsburgh line, just swoops in to stop that running play before it goes anywhere. Oh, I know, Kip. I know. Oh, yeah. It's just, line drive kicks, especially against this Pittsburgh special teams where they are known for trying to feast on field goals. And a triple team, a catch by Shakir into Steelers territory. He had 3 defenders around him and still got that one. Wow. And the sun comes out. They have to adjust the exposure. And 1st and 10 now. And Josh Allen has to use his legs. He will get the first down, and he's inside the 20, brought down at the 16 by Sutton. Hey. That was... I am hoping that they start to consider Josh Allen when they're scheming their defense, or have somebody who's dedicated to keeping an eye on him, because that kind of thing's not going to work well for you, Pittsburgh. And Detroit's have made it to the Pats' 35-yard line. What do you know? All right, 1st and 10. One receiver outside a tight formation, one back in the I position. Fake the handoff. Allen's going for Diggs in the corner of the end zone and is just overthrown. Would have been a very tight window to get in there, but... Oh, what do you know? We got our own bot here. Hey, does this mean we've made the big time? Are we a real channel now? Oh, I think that deserves a sip of beer. Thank you, mods, for being on top of that. Allen's going to keep it himself, trying to sweep around to the near side, but gets stopped quickly by Hayward at the line of scrimmage. Yeah, you're in a different country, man. The enthusiasm is appreciated, but I thought I'd give some different people the mod powers. You know, who I know will take care of things for me and let the people who usually do mod duty relax a little. And the Titans have scored a TD. Wow. And Pats have got an interception on Detroit. Overthrown again by Josh Allen. I'm wondering if they're starting to get some pressure to him, and without TJ Watt, that is impressive. Ah. No, I've done the same thing as well in other chats, Kip. Well, that's going to be 4th down. This will be a relatively short field goal, but, 35 yards. And they got that one high, and they managed it between gusts. That is an additional 3 points. True and through for Buffalo. Back to a 7-point lead, 10-3 with 2:41 to go in this first quarter. I could handle a game of this level of excitement, especially if the Steelers, make a little comeback. I wouldn't object to that too much. I think we will, William. I'm pretty sure that they are looking for people who stream on a regular basis, but all right, well, keep that under your hat, geezer, and hopefully we'll be able to do that when we get to the end of the stream. You know that they will be streaming near the end of the game? No, I don't. I don't trust boneless wings from Applebee's that are $1. I'm pretty sure that they're not even meat at that point, that they're just trying to serve us insulation, and not even new insulation, but like worn out insulation that they originally put in to replace the asbestos. Let's see. Yeah, I did see that. Oh, yep, the Titans are there. 7-0 lead over the Commanders. I wonder if the Commanders are just saving all this energy to make this Thursday, the Commanders and the Bears, the game of the year. I will be streaming that game. I'll figure out how to watch it. And I have predicted that the Commanders-Bears Thursday night football game will be the game of the year. It will be the most exciting thing that we have seen so far. And the Seahawks get a field goal, so that means that they're up 10-3 now. Thank you again for the updates, everybody. And the Chargers get a field goal finally. Oh. I'm guessing Shifty is going to be on for... Oh, that's when the 49ers game is. That's right, 3:05. Oh, this will be great. Good suggestion, geezer. And Kirk Cousins is 13 of 13 on the day, just as everyone predicted. And the Vikings have gotten a touchdown from Cook. I'm sure that if Monty was here, he would be snorting with absolute jubilation. But meanwhile, I'm going to just do my best not to mention any other teams, especially as Angie is being very gentle and accepting the pets and not biting my hand. Let Dalvin cook. No, we're not. We're God, we've never really done like the only raid we've really done on this is quacking up in Tom's stream, and even I know Tom is cool with that. We gotta figure out a good way to raid somebody. We brainstorm it for how we do a raid at the end of the game, because I'm not sure how they will react to a bunch of people declaring ass raid. Flag down as a Pickett was able to get away from the pressure. That was a completion to Freiermuth, but I think there's going to be a holding on the Steelers. As a penalty on Gentry. Yeah, it has to be a surprise. I'm just debating whether we come in with ass raid. Yeah. If anybody can yeah, just tell them that a bunch of assholes are going to show up near the beginning of the stream. And a nice move there from Deontay Johnson to get them up close to the 40. Yeah, that's what I think. I don't want to confuse somebody when we say ass raid. Ass raiders. Yeah. Just so you know, True North, the health and safety warning has been made. It nearly intercepted, bounced out of Johnson's hands and right into the arms of several Bills secondary members, including Jackson. Yeah, let's just... Yeah, I think the best thing would be quack. I think the best thing would be a quack. And some sort of support. Yeah, the Quack Army raid. Yeah. And ideally, so that we know that he knows that we're not just assholes, sending in some words of encouragement for whichever team we deem worthy of our support. Does he get it in time? They down that punt inside the 2. I'm discussing it, Geezer, simply because I am new to all of this. I don't know, like, decent procedure, etiquette, timing. I mean, I usually assumed that raids were supposed to happen like the end of a stream so you could pass on viewership to another channel. But, oh shoot, Wildflowers got a field goal. Woo. All right, now the Jets have gotten a field goal. They're up 5-0, but not surprising because Dolphins are going to be down to a Kendall Hilton situation at this point. Chargers are finally on the board. Seahawks still leading the Saints. Why didn't I put in Geno Smith? Oh, that was my fault. That was my fault, but hey. No big deal. Yeah, Titans still lead. And considering considering the Wildflowers and how they've been doing this season, yeah, I don't know. I don't. Unfortunately, I don't hold out much hope for Washington this season. It's just a thought, but I think they've been through a lot in the past year, and that's very much coming through in the on-field product. And here you got, folks, another geezer guarantee. The Titans will win 17-13. I guess I should take at this point another opportunity to say, if you are tuning in for the first time, welcome to another stupid sports show. I'm Jim B. I will freely admit to being the least knowledgeable sports YouTuber out there, not only because I can't be arsed to keep up with everything, but I enjoy watching it, and I enjoy finding out as much information as I can from all of the chat, because that's what we're doing here. This is pretty much internet community radio, sharing the information and improving our lives so we can learn, evolve, and get the fuck off this planet. And, well, there is a lot of movement there. Who will it get binned on? False start on the Bills, so that'll be half the distance to the goal. And that Gabe Davis 98-yard reception is the longest play from scrimmage in Bills history. Tied it. Oh, Zachary Moss, after I dump you from my team, you finally go out and do something. How nice of you. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't blame you, man. Above 500 after starting 2-0. Yeah. Oh, he will be activated. Oh, that's right. I didn't recall hearing his name get called by Grassi today. So, yeah. I say a lot of things backwards, geezer. I kind of woke up very early this morning and didn't fully sleep in. So, I'm assuming that I'm just going to be saying everything wrong for the next 3 hours. Somehow I feel the fact that there are still people watching me, even though I seem to have a permanent case of verbal dyslexia. You know, I guess that's, some of you are willing to look past that, and I appreciate it. And the cat appreciates it too. Oh, let me see if this thing still actually works or if I need to update it. Oh, it actually does work with a whole shitload of videos stopped on top. Yeah, because I told myself that I would remember to do this. I do, if anybody does ever want to donate, because I'm not monetized yet by YouTube, and after last night's snafu, I'm kind of afraid to be, but if you feel like this show is worth it and you want to drop a couple bucks my way, I do have a Ko-fi account. The address is listed down there. You can go there, just like drop a buck or two, whatever you want. No, nothing necessary, but it is appreciated. I just promised myself that I would try it at least once, you know. Oh yeah. That scene has been just screwed up for like 2 months now. And I think every time that I fixed it, it just keeps getting screwed. Who knows? Yeah, it's been around for a number of years. I think it's supposed to be pronounced coffee. It's supposed to be idea is that for creators there, you can just buy them a coffee, and the cost of coffee is like $2. And meanwhile, Mike Evans scores a touchdown, and another angel dies. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh. Dang. 2nd and 4 now for the Bills. They fake the handoff. Josh Allen waits and waits and waits and hurls it down the field as slightly deflected by Levi Wallace. That was incomplete. Oh yeah, Angie, you are definitely leaving my lap after the first quarter because my leg is starting to cramp up. And just like I predicted, there goes the signal. Throwing as soon as there's pressure, number 16 receives it past the 30-yard line. Hodges with the catch there. Plenty of space for the Bills now as they finally get that first down. Oh, we will get some halftime cat. Don't worry, Yinzer. We will. Vikings still up 14-3. Browns still doing things over a nameless team. The Patriots are being held to field goals. Pass deflected, meanwhile, for Josh Allen. It's incomplete. And Leal gets his second deflection of the game. Ooh. And we wait for further updates. Oh my goodness, the Texans, they got on the board. Oh, so now they have tied the Jaguars. Second and 10. As Cook gained his first carry for the day for the Bills, and he'll lose about a yard. Oh, thank you, Kip. Oh. I'll check that out in a minute. Oh, hooray! Oh, and look, there's the payment request from my voiceover dude. Awesome. Oh, I'd imagine Grossi isn't taking the loss well. After he was absolutely pissed at the end. By the way, the Bills just got a wide open reception in number 85 and are currently in Steelers territory. Thank Morris for that one. Whew. Oh yeah, no, that's damn near impossible. So, which is why I was so amazed by that first touchdown pass that they made. It was like a bomb out to the 50-yard line. And he got shoved out. They will mark it at the 41. Two receivers to Allen's right. He will hand off to Cook, and he will get one, maybe two, up to the 40. Meanwhile, the Jets have scored a touchdown. Oh. Alexa, play Stacy's mom. I've thought about setting up a Patreon True North. There are two things in my way. One, I want to be doing this for at least another year before I feel good about asking people to regularly contribute. And two, I have no idea what I would do for rewards. I really don't. That's Diggs, who gets the first down and weaves his way to the far sideline out of bounds near the 20. And the Commanders have scored a touchdown and they're up 10-7. Stranger things. Every time. Skylar Thompson is now in for Teddy Bridgewater. And there's a Chargers rushing touchdown. An interception! In the end zone, is looking for Davis again, but Wallace picks that one off. Is a man-to-man coverage on Davis, and he got the position right. Davis did not. You know what? Honestly, at this point, Geezer, my suggestion for who to bandwagon, like put names in a hat and then pick it out. From what I've seen so far this season, it feels like a mess trying to predict, who's going to do well. And by the way, thank you, Kip. I see your thingamabob came in. I appreciate that. And while I'm here, I think I will pay my voiceover guy so that I don't forget to do it after I have inevitably drained every single one of the beers in the 4-pack. Heck yeah, we're going to pay that because he did a great job and he deserves it. And if you tune in tomorrow night to another stupid streaming show, I'm going to start folding in all the station IDs and whatnot that my friends recorded for me. So I'm looking forward to it. Justin Jefferson threw a pass for a first down. Yeah. Yeah, it was a bad loss. I do not blame you at all for being pissed off, True North. I would be pissed over a loss like that if my team was more used to winning. Yes, I absolutely know True North, but I also it's mostly a thing on my end that I am still figuring a lot of this out as far as streaming and all of that goes, and I would just like to make sure that it's a Patreon that's worth subscribing to, where I can give you all something each month that is worth the price of whatever you decide to throw my way. And yeah, that's the only hang up I have right now. It's tough. It's tough, because I also have to think about, gating off content and all of that stuff, which I also don't want to do. Yeah. I understand. Like I said, man, the donations are appreciated. They're not required. I understand why you would want to do something through Ko-fi. And there's another touchdown for the Vikings. Jalen Reagor caught a pass. You hear that, Monty? Jalen Reagor got a touchdown. He's happy. 2nd and 4 now. Harris will get stuffed up the middle. I've been completely missing the game, but the Steelers are only up to their maybe 20. Oh yeah, that's because it wasn't a kickoff touchback. It was a interception touchback. I mentioned it. I mentioned that the Chargers scored a touchdown. Oh, she's just zonked right now. And great job by the Bills defense immediately wrapping up Harris on that pass to the near side. Maybe a gain of 1, but it's definitely not a first down. All right, so now we're under 11 minutes to go in this first half. Last pump by Harvin went 69 yards. That'd be fair caught at the 38. by Shakir. We will just chill and pet the cat. Let's double check. Patriots still leading 6-0 over the Lions. Texans and Jags tied 3-3. Vikings are now 21-3 over the Bears. Saints and Seahawks tied up at 10 in the second quarter. Commanders still holding on to that slim field goal lead over the Titans. Jets have officially been marked up as 12-0 over the Dolphins. I feel bad somewhat for, well, the Dolphins fans, not the Dolphins organization. Stephen Ross dying of fire. Buccaneers still only have a 1-touchdown lead over the Falcons. And the Browns still holding on against the Chargers in the second quarter. Okay, nope, that's definitely starting to hurt my leg now. Okay. Angie, you are cute and adorable. I know. But I need to move my legs once in a while. And unfortunately, that comes at the sacrifice of losing your favor for the next 3 hours. So look at that. We get early cat. I will do my best to get Monty in here for halftime. Geezer, Angie, and Monty together are honestly like bleach and ammonia. It's not an ideal combination. I don't know. Angie, what do you say? Does the kitty go meow? Oh, she has no reason to right now. She's getting the attention, and that is all she needed. Oh yes, the infamous Buffalo merry-go-round. Okay. All right, 1st and 10 now for the Bills at their own 38. Once again, Allen out of shotgun, calling Omaha, so we know that's going to be a big one downfield. Davis catches again, and that is another touchdown for Davis. Wow. And a quick strike from the Bills to increase the lead 16-3. Oh, the Dolphins actually got a touchdown. It's a rushing touchdown apparently, and it's 12-7. Welcome, Kung Fu. Glad you could make it. Your dad benched Gabriel Davis in fantasy. Hey, how could he know? How could he know? Oh. And that extra point is good. Very high, but traveled the right way through the wind. Yep, and see, Williams sat him too. You don't say, Kung Fu. You don't say. Angie? I mean, I'm not going to be angry if you did, but you can admit it. Did you just fart? Because that was definitely not me. I know the difference, and that definitely does not smell like me. And meanwhile, the Lions defense got a pick. Cool. Hey, Tony Romo doesn't need deodorant, you guys. His natural musk, I'm sure, is bottled and sold as cologne in some county in America. Yeah. So Gabe Davis, if you had him on your had him all on the field for your fantasy, yeah, he's earning you all the points. Two receptions, two big receptions for two touchdowns and almost 160 yards of progression. Dang. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely think it's going to be a quack attack. I definitely think quack attack is much better. We're gonna raid somebody. We're gonna raid Shifty's channel at the end of the game, Kung Fu, and we thought that it would be a little bit weird to come in declaring it an ass raid, so we're just gonna rely on the power of Duck and make it a quack attack. Oh, you picked up Gabe Davis on waivers, Logan. Good job. With that start is a quick wrap up of Najee Harris at the 25. They'll maybe give him one. As much as Ass Raiders fits with the theme, True North, you know, I think uh, we might need to workshop that one, or at least get to a point where we can raid with that and not seem like we're porn bots. And 2nd and 9, Najee runs into the mess again, and once again, nothing doing. And I'm assuming we're at least under 9 minutes now because I forgot to start the clock again. Still waiting on a moment to use those timeouts as well. Both teams still have all three. Chargers are driving. Hear that, Angie? You're not allowed to kill me yet. Hey. And once again, another deflection that was almost intercepted. And there's another very short series for the Steelers. Clock stops at 8:04. And we wait for another punt from Pittsburgh after a third straight 3-and-out. And that punt just bounces backwards back across the 15 and will come to rest finally at the Buffalo 47. Let's see if I can hold on, Kung Fu. Let me try to remember this. Bad play calling. They didn't come back after getting punched in the mouth by the Giants. They got away from the run. Aaron Rodgers tried to play hero ball, and if some of the things I saw in the Twitterverse are any indication, fire Joe Barry, fire him, fire him, fire him. Oh yeah, but the entire second half, the Packers did not score, and that was after going into halftime with a 20-10 lead. So that was, ugh. Yeah, no defensive adjustments, back-to-back passes deflected, and meanwhile the Texans have a field goal, so Elijah won't have to kill Oliver this week. Fan-frickin-tastic. If you don't understand, folks, it's the lore. Go check out Tom Grossi's channel. Detroit gets a minus 14-yard pass on 3rd down. Minus 14 yards. And at the moment, I am glad I only picked the team to win 6 games. Yeah, just gotta watch 9 hours of content. Then you'll understand. Absolutely. Nothing like the natural gatekeeping of you gotta watch all the backstory before you understand. They went back 14 yards. Yeah, it counts as a pass. All right, I got that sent through, that sent through. I do not need to know about more NFL games. I'm keeping track of them all at the moment, phone. Don't test me. Oh, and now they're bringing up the 13 seconds thing again. Well, now it's 3rd and 2 for the Lions. Now, let's just say, for the lore, different parts of a man's brain fighting for supremacy inside of a rental house. You know, the usual YouTube thing. Bills will start. Singletary with a rush to the far side and finds a hole and gets out past the Steelers' 40 and is knocked out just at the 30-yard line. And now there's a flag. We wait for the signal to come back to find out what it is. They are discussing things. One of the Steelers is looking at the refs with hands on his hips, absolute contempt in his face. After the play was over, personal foul defense, number 51. And first to go for the Chargers. I would, Geezer, except I don't have a reliable way to watch it that isn't like 3 minutes behind everybody. You know? And honestly, I kind of have more fun keeping an eye on all of the other teams while I'm waiting for the Lions to rebuild themselves. And Diggs with a dart. And the Pats recover a fumble for a touchdown. Saints, meanwhile, get a rushing touchdown. Once again, glad I only picked 6 games. But yeah, perfect placement for that pitch. Now they are up 23-3 over Pittsburgh. Still have about 7.5 minutes to go. Yeah, Steelers are in trouble. And the chants of MVP are echoing through the stadium as the extra point is good. And the Chargers have scored a touchdown, Angie. I'm not going to die today. And Diggs, he just kicked that ball in celebration, and apparently that's not a penalty anymore. So, kicking the ball, okay. Pelvic thrusts, they really drive you insane. Yay! All right, no more requests for money, which I very much appreciate. You were waiting for a flag on that? Pats are up 13-0, Chargers up 17-14. See, Angie? The right people are getting hurt in your eyes. Now, isn't that comforting? Let's do another quick scan of all the scores. Texans still up 6-3. Chargers officially take the lead. Vikings currently listed as 4th and 11 at the Chicago 44. Browns are blowing a 14-0 lead. Yeah. Commanders still holding on. 10-7 halfway through the second quarter. And the Saints are trying to take a 17-10 lead into halftime. But honestly, no matter what happens in the Lions game today, I'm enjoying myself right now, hanging out with all of you. I really do appreciate you all keeping me up to date on all the finer details, because you're also doing it for anybody else who might be tuning in. You know, it sucks that we still have all these divided TV market things, you know, that keep a lot of fans from watching the teams they really want to, but it's cool for, you know, little gatherings like this to be able to break down those walls in some way. Oh, it's all right, Andy. Dude, write it. You never know which hands it might fall into. You know, just I'm not sure whether you direct it to the coach, to the management, if you send it right up to the Waltons. If you send it to the Waltons, I don't think they'll ever read it, but then again, I'm not sure they can read. Meanwhile, the Browns get a 38-yard pass play. No, Angie, I don't know who the Browns are playing. Once again, the Steelers, after a touchback, will start on their own 25. Pickett in the shotgun, looking to his right, finds Pickens. He may get the yardage for the first on that one, and once again, great sideline awareness and play by Pickens. Yeah, Andy, like I said, Geno Smith playing lights out just exactly as we all predicted he would. Yeah. Well, she's still curled up in my lap, Kung Fu, so I'd like to reduce the number of holes that I have in my leg by the end of the day. 1st and 10 still for Pickett. Once again, back to pass. Has a quick dump off the middle to number 81, who finds his way through the middle of the field and bursts through a bevy of tacklers to stretch for 11 yards. That will be another moving of the chains for Pittsburgh. 4th and goal for the Bucks at the 3. More things change, the more they stay the same, and both teams still have all their timeouts. Meanwhile, Chubb got a 29-yard run, his 1st and goal. Over for Cleveland. Quick pressure coming, and Najee had that pass bounced around over his head. Milano nearly got it away from him, but it falls incomplete. Good morning, Ishii. Glad to see you could pop your head in. I hope you're doing well. You missed something this morning, Ishii. It was an occurrence. I cannot wait to watch Grassi's reaction. Quick pass for 6 yards to Deontay Johnson. Falls down near the far sidelines, but the clock will keep rolling. Yeah. Right now they're doing a package on Matt Milano, doing a great job on defense for the Bills. The Packers not adjusting, giving up on the run, letting Aaron Rodgers play hero ball, and losing to the Giants. It got ugly. My favorite Halloween monster. And a fantastic catch by Pickens, just winning the positioning war against the Bills defender. Fantastic. I think they're down at the 20. Yeah. Meanwhile, the Jets have gotten a rushing touchdown. Fantastic. And the other running back, who is not Najee Harris, that's Warren, stumbles forward for maybe 2. Oh. I mean, ratio. Enjoy the ratio while it's here, folks, because the Twitter folks are doing their best to make sure it's not a thing anymore. So you can't publicly express displeasure through the simple act of comments. Quick red zone pass. Is that going to count? No. Deontay Johnson was out of bounds when he made a nice stretch and grab for that end zone. Mm-hmm. Oh, dear. Oh. This is why I don't pick fights on Twitter. Just block. Meanwhile, the Browns have got a rushing TD for whoever they're playing against. Looks like the Steelers failed to convert on 3rd down. Now they're at 4th and 5. There's an injured Bills defender. Number 97 is currently on the field. Clock will stop at 3:55. Both teams still have all 3 timeouts. Oh yeah, no, I know, Ishii. It's just that I have the angry cat on my lap right now, so I don't really want to mention anything that is happening with the Chargers, if it's bad. Just in case. Meanwhile, the Bucks field goal is good. So I guess that's 10-0 now. They're leading the Falcons. Yep, that is the score, at least best as I know it. She has been essentially curled up in my lap since the beginning of the game. Once she figured out that I was coming in here to stream, she was like, ooh, free opportunity. And out comes Chris Boswell, one of the last remaining Bs on the team, to still be here after the glory days of Antonio Brown and Captain Fatfuck. Kaylee, glad to see you pop by. Hope you're doing well. Thank you again for the help with moderating this morning. This is going to be a 33-yard attempt. And the signal died right as it was going through. And they missed. Yeah, missed left. May have been overcompensating for the wind, and yeah. Oh, there were so many bots. So many bots. And they're starting to get trickier too. They're not like doing the obvious thing with their username where you could tell that they're spam. Now they're trying to take on like weirder appearances with fake wrenches as part of their username. It's freaking ridiculous. Quick pass to the near side to Diggs, who will give a stiff arm to number 29 as he's run out of bounds. Just shoves Wallace to the ground. Only a gain of 3 or 4 on the play, but honestly, Geezer, I am not sure if she understands the concept of a second team. All I know is that the rage that comes out of her whenever the Chargers don't do well. And now my signal is dying again, so I don't see what happened on 2nd and 7 or 2nd and 6 for the Bills, but it comes back after Shakir gets another big pass, apparently. Runs along the far side, and the signal dies again before I can see the replay. So I'm just assuming it was some fantastic run and catch that everybody will be able to enjoy later on Highlight Heaven. Meanwhile, the Seattle field goal is good, so they've cut that lead to 4 with a little bit to go before halftime there. Josh Allen deftly avoids the pressure. My signal dies right as he passes. And that was incomplete, it looks like. Ah, yes. I'm not surprised to hear Ishii booing Seattle. The bad blood goes back a long way. Jacksonville has fumbled. So, once again, more things change, the more they stay the same. We're down to 2:28 approximately. And yeah, looks like my over-the-air signal is slowly losing strength as I lose daylight. Yeah, poor Oliver. Titans are apparently first and goal. Thank you, Kip, for that update. Allen back to pass again. And a fantastic grab out of the air by number 85. That'll be a gain of 12 on that reception. Morris, once again, doing good things for the Bills. First down. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to switch back to the Fubo at halftime. This is starting to get detrimental to the viewing and streaming experience. Once again, everybody who is here, whether you're just lurking or actually participating in chat, thank you very much for being here. Please be sure to bribe Alderman for pie if you haven't already. And I hope we all have an enjoyable rest of the day together. And the Pats are inside the Detroit 25 with 36 seconds remaining in the second. Well, at least I don't even know what to say. I didn't think the Lions were going to do very well today because of all the injuries we have on defense. And with and seeing as how our defense is currently getting shut down by our offense is being shut down by the Patriots. Maybe we're not exactly the dark horse for the playoffs that everybody was yammering about just 3 weeks ago. Sorry, just giving the cat the chin scritches because she has been very, very benevolent and very kind to not rip open every artery that is within reach, as somebody is down by 4 to the Browns. I appreciate it, William. I know Giants, Lions in the NFC Championship game. I might be shifting towards Giants, Seahawks at this point. Titans are currently third and goal at the 1. Ooh. Just run the ball. Run the ball, Titans. Run the ball. Well, Ishii, if you don't want the Seahawks to get there, you better make sure the 49ers destroy them first. Stephon Diggs, he's looping across the field the short way to try to get to the first down marker, and he will step out of bounds after a gain of, I'll say, approximately 11. I don't know. Because I'm losing the signal so much that I barely have an idea of where they are on the field. I think they're somewhat now in Pittsburgh territory, but it's just flash, blue screen, flash, blue screen. Jaguars have a field goal. Awesome. So now that game is tied going into halftime. And the Bills are down at the 29 now. Quick pressure, and Allen is able to use his legs to gain 7. Nope, 6. But they will only give him 5 on that run. We are down below the 2-minute warning, and yeah, of course, Larry Ogunjobi is currently has a back injury. He's out for the Steelers, questionable to return. See? Henry got the touchdown for the Titans. Pats have added a field goal to their total, so it's 16-0 for them, and that's going to be the Titans taking the lead 13-10 over the Commanders. Meanwhile, we wait for, once again, Signal to come back in this game. And I don't think anybody took a timeout, but I don't know why they would be yammering on about the halftime report. Oh, there you go. Pittsburgh just took their first time out, so they're down to 2. Yeah, this signal thing is getting real. The signal holds while they're faffing about at the line. Allen out of the shotgun again. They show extra pressure. That pass hits the defender in the calf. Morris did have an opportunity, but the throw was a little off from Allen. Incomplete there. Dolphins say Teddy Bridgewater ruled out due to concussion protocol. Passed the test, but because of the rule, adding ataxia to the no-go list. And what the ATC spotter saw, he's out. Honestly, as far as Teddy Bridgewater goes, I think that's a good decision, considering his history with head injuries. And look at that. Shakir makes an amazing grab and just walks in for another touchdown. And who would have thought, with all the injuries that the Bills had on their offense and their defense, that they would be spanking the Steelers this hard? Kaylee, the name of him was mentioned earlier in chat, but I cannot remember. I just know that is somebody I have not heard of. Might even be a rookie. And he's got 348 yards and 4 touchdowns on the day, Josh Allen. Skylar Thompson. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for keeping us all in the loop. Best way you know how. Oh yeah, next week is that game. Bills Chiefs. And yeah, I definitely think the schedule for this upcoming week is going to be Commanders Bears Thursday, one college game on Saturday. I will be at the Jets Packers, but I'm going to try to make it back here to cover the Sunday night football game, whatever that is. That is tentative schedule for now. I will get it nailed down for sure by at least Tuesday. I'll have it pinned on my Twitter, which if you haven't followed me already, it's down there in the description. I try not to post anything too distasteful. But I figure, for the fact that I'm going to be essentially doing a stream which no one will watch anyway because Grassi will be watching at the same time, so it's going to be dead in chat. I might as well make up by putting myself through the pain of Thursday night football. And like I said, I have predicted that Commanders-Bears will be the game of the year. I am looking forward to being proven wrong, but it will be amazing if I'm right. We're down to 102, by the way. They're still dragging out the first half. Josh Allen has currently tied his career high for touchdowns in a game. Shorter punt gets fielded just past the 10, and weasels his way out of a tackle and finally gets wrapped up around the 27. Nice return, decent return by 82. Sims is frustrated that he wasn't able to get more off. But yeah, no, this still could turn into a good game. Kung Fu has a point. We still have another half to go. Pittsburgh has a way of pulling things out of their ass. And then signal dies right as we get set for 1st and 10. As I wait patiently for something to happen with Kenny Pickett. And it looks like a completed pass to Najee Harris. We'll maybe pick up 5 on that, and they rush back to the line because they don't have a lot of time if they're going to do anything. Second and something. Oh, it'll be 2nd and 5. Pickett has to escape the pressure by rolling out to his right. He is going to run, but just get back to near line of scrimmage. Clock stops at 23 seconds. There is a flag on the play. Meanwhile, Dolphins are 3rd and goal at the 1. Oh my goodness, they're doing things. And the Seahawks have gotten a touchdown. Is offsides on the Bills. So now that would make it about 19-13 Jets over the Dolphins. That game is about to reach halftime as well. Geno to lock it. Time of possession is pretty even, but Pittsburgh has the edge, but they have done significantly less with it. I'm just going to start it now because I assume this signal is not going to help me out and will stay perfectly in tune for all of the halftime show shenanigans. And I'm proven right. I think that was just an interception. Yep. And I guess we'll officially wait for everybody to get off of the field before we end this. Number 24 for the Bills will get the credit on that one. Elam just undercut the route right there. That was just good defense. That was a kind of off throw by Pickett, not really getting it into a place where only Johnson could catch it. And he declares Russell Wilson is washed, and Geno Smith is proving that right. What is tonight's game? It is the Bengals and the Ravens. And it's a false start. They don't want this first half to end. Raiders and Chiefs are Monday Night Football. Just for everybody's information here. So I'm assuming that I'm not going to see a few of you in chat for another stupid streaming show. You'll have to get the Danger Witches on your own time. I'm kind of off Subway these days for some reason, and it's not because of Russell Wilson. Yeah, KGM, hopefully. And that pass gets batted down, nearly picked off by number 41. We get down to 9 seconds to go. Tonight is Bengals Ravens for Sunday Night Football. Starts at 7:20. Cowboys Rams is America's Game of the Week. I know Grassi will be doing that one for sure. And they are going to just kneel this sucker and take us into halftime. Whew. Well, we still got another half in which chaos can commence. Hopefully we'll get a little bit of it. I'm going to take a pause for the cause. Hopefully get a cat in here for you all to fawn over, but good times, good day. I'm glad you're all here. We'll be back for the second half, or the bit of halftime, with the Buffalo and Pittsburgh on another stupid sports show. I don't even have my headphones plugged back in because that is difficult to do when one hand is occupied holding, as you can all see, Monty is here. He was sleeping on a pile of grocery bags when I found him, and Angie, of course, was not too happy when I picked him up to bring in here, so But considering that the Vikings are currently up 21-10 on the Bears, oh yeah, I can understand why he's kind of going along with this. He is a big boy. Oh yeah, he weighs twice as much as Angie does. But because he is getting the attention and the scritches that he always is looking for, he is, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Angie weighs about 7 pounds. This dude weighs 14. At least he did last time I checked, anyway. Aw. Aw. Chin scritches. All the chin scritches. For the dignified snorting lump of fur that is Monty Bill Monty. Oh. Oh. And of course, Taysom Hill running in for a touchdown. Are we surprised? Andy Dalton is only 9 for 13 for 88 yards. Why? Goddamn, man. NFL Fantasy app lying to me again. Foster, glad you could pop in. All is well over here. Of course, you see Monty is here with us right now. And yeah, the Buffalo Bills are stomping the crap out of the Pittsburgh Steelers. There have been some fantastic passes downfield by Josh Allen. And yeah, nobody thought that Gabe Davis was going to be the big player for the Bills in the receiving today, but that is what has happened. So now defenses have to scheme for somebody else. And William is happy, of course, because the Giants won and are now apparently the new kings of the NFC East. Aw. I know, buddy. I know. Oh, yeah. Yeah, week 1 doesn't feel so strange now. That's the odd thing that I kind of like about the NFL is that the seasons, they only make sense really in hindsight after we've seen everything, sort of come together in a way. And I do apologize, but I am getting sick of all the signal loss that I'm currently getting. And so I am going to head back to the Fubo, which means I'm going to be delayed. Yep. Definitely going to be delayed. But I'm honestly okay with that. Because, well, let's be honest. A good story can survive spoilers if how you get there is just as interesting. And now the Patriots are on the Detroit 20. I think that definitely calls for another beer. Once again, a stupid sports show shout out to one of our sponsors for today, Screw City Lager from the Prairie Street Brewing Company. You never forget your first trip to Screw City. Oh, is it story time, True North? Do I owe you all a story? If I do, please remind me what it is. Because sometimes I say these things and I absolutely forget all of them until the next stream. So if I do owe you all a story, I am happy to share. Oh, damn, and the Bears have scored a TD now. Thank you, Kip, for that update. So that will put it at my scoreboard 21-16. They're already in the third quarter. Looks like we're kind of running behind on this game. Jets over the Dolphins 19-14 at halftime. Oh. I love the chaos. Holly is not here, so I vote no. Oh, okay. Like I said, True North, sometimes I mention stories that I promised to tell later and then I completely forget about them. So it was very likely that you know, that had happened. Uh, I guess I also should mention a couple of other things just to remind you all of current stakes that we have going on. I myself am hoping for our Mariners Mets World Series, so Mets don't disappoint me, because if we get a Mariners Mets World Series, I will stream every single game of it. I promise. And also, just a reminder for anybody who's just kind of getting into the groove of things here at another stupid sports show, I have made a bet that the Lions will win at least 6 games this season. And if I do not win that, then next season I will go to the Lions-Vikings matchup at US Bank Stadium dressed as a Viking. So we got to look forward. Got some looking forward to do with that. We also have, if the Lions can't win at least one game during the Packers this season, then for my pre-Super Bowl gaming stream, I will be playing the original version of Just Dance for the Wii. I am already starting to work on the possible setup for that. It's going to be weird, and I'm going to be embarrassed, but screw it. Should be an entertaining watch. Titans are currently first and goal at the 1. The Pats have gotten another field goal. And that lead extends. Yeah. Yeah, because I imagine Ishii, that there are a few things more entertaining in this world than watching an uncoordinated, long-haired, leaping gnome attempt to dance. All right, I've got your Sung recruits, Mr. True North. I am adding them to my main notes sheet right now. Oh. All right. Well, we've got some Halloween appropriate titles coming in here. I appreciate that. I think I still have to do a complete playthrough of this week's playlist, but I think we've got a fun one this week. I really do. I'm looking forward to it, and these can only add to the nonsense. You still have your time to get the requests in, by the way, if you go over to the Twitter thread on my account, which is once again in the description. We are back for the third quarter, by the way. And Tony Romo has his jacket on because he apparently does not want us gazing at the splendor of his sweaty armpits. Oh, ESPN screwed up. Titans are at their own side of the field. Okay. All right. I will... Well, you happened to pick a song that I actually like. I think that may have been one of the greater disappointments from my dad, is that I actually like the song Incense and Peppermints, but like I said, he was in the military during the Vietnam War and worked in Armed Forces Radio, so he had to suffer through that song and absolutely hated it. Meanwhile, Angie has come back up and stepped on my keyboard to attempt to throw things off a little bit. Let's just fix the timeouts there. Now we have all three back again. Yes. Oh, yes. The angry cat stare. First down for Pickett. He gets plenty of time in the pocket, and that is wide open to Deontay Johnson, who will be out of bounds near the 48. Woo. That's going to be a first down right near midfield. As their second longest play of the day for the Steelers, we have three receivers over to the left, to Pickett's left, and be headed up to Najee Harris, but he will be brought down very quickly just across the 50 by number 53 for the Bills. Yeah, sorry, I can't provide you the lap you need, Angie. My legs will not handle being in that fixed position for another hour and a half. I'm very sorry. All right, 2nd and 7 now. On a two receiver set. You roll out to the left and immediately are looking for Johnson, who's calling for a flag and will get one. And Tomlin celebrates with advancing by doing absolutely nothing. Although I will admit that seeing Oregon State effectively screw somebody out of a perfect onside kick by calling for a fair catch, that was funny. Pass interference on the defense, 24, spot of the foul, first down. So they'll only move up to the Bills' 42 on that one. Pickett floats it over a defender's head to Najee Harris, who will barrel forward, maybe get 9 yards before he's pushed out of bounds. Yeah. Mike Williams gets another catch, and once again, an angel dies. Yeah, Ishii. You never know when the cat's going to show up. I cannot control the times at which they decide they want to be displayed for public humiliation. It's going to be a gain of 8 on that catch from Harris. Will be 2nd and 2, more like 1.5, really. Quick dump off to the far side to Chase Claypool, who will get grabbed around the neck and slammed to the ground near the 25. Down under 13 minutes now to go in the 3rd. Yeah. Well, that'll teach you, Ishii. You know, how Vikings' field goal attempt is blocked, and the Bears fans Scream with happiness. Deontay Johnson gets an easy pass to the far sideline. Will be out of bounds after a 7-yard gain. Angie once again tries to figure out the most ideal position from which to trick me into cramping my legs up again. Yeah. Thanks, Ishii. There he goes, 2nd and 3. They're already yammering in the booth about Pickett's getting his first touchdown pass. He motioned Pickens over to the left side of the line. Has to go on the run and will lose 3 yards as he is chased out of bounds. Yeah. So far, they're definitely in the ticket section, and not a single wide receiver for the Steelers has a touchdown catch this year. So they're currently 28th in passing, 23rd in rushing. Yikes. It's a rough season for Steelers fans. Once again, Najee off to Pickett's left. Stays back to block, and that is way overthrown for whoever he had intended. Looked like that was going to... the receiver stopped around the 10-yard line, and he just kept he threw it further. Yes, I am going to the Green Bay Jets game, Ishii. And the current plan is to haul ass back from Green Bay to cover the Sunday night football game to make up for it. But they're going to go for it. Meanwhile, the Dolphins have gotten a field goal to tighten things up there against the Jets. I'll check the score in a minute. And Johnson is incomplete. And now they're discussing it on the sideline to make sure they get their correct call. I think they're trying to determine whether he made a football move or not, but... Nope. Great. Nope, Johnson just punched that ball out before he could make a move. And it is 19-17 Jets at the moment. Kip, no, I am actually going to be going in my Lions gear. Just so that I can get as much guff from all the fans as possible. Although I'm mainly going there to try to hang out with the Jets fans. And hopefully there will be at least some receptive fans in the tailgate. When I went to Lambeau last time, people were very, very cool, very chill. So I honestly expect to see a replay of that football version of the Friendly Confines. Let's click that up. Oh. Is that what next week's Monday night game is? Oh, no, next Sunday's game is the Cowboys and the Eagles. Oh, that's gonna hurt. But yeah, plan is at the moment that I will do... We will do Cowboys Eagles on Sunday night next week. Well, it should give me enough time to haul ass back from Green Bay. I've experienced tailgating. I got to do it when I went to see the Lions play the Packers last season. Yeah, I'm sure you hope for it, Ty William. But as far as I can see, Broncos-Chargers is still on tap for Monday Night Football on the 17th. I'm not sure they're at the point where they're going to start flexing them out. They might turn it into a dissection of what went wrong with the Broncos. Why am I going to the game? Because, honestly, I was, I knew I wanted to go to a game. I just knew I didn't want to go in the winter. And unfortunately, all the Lions games are late in the season. So I figured this would be a nice compromise. Plus, you never knew how, I didn't know how the Jets were going to turn out. I don't know why the Broncos on prime time. I think they're still holding on to the schedule just to hope that Russell Wilson brings a bit of that magic back. But yeah, I think there's going to be some major flexing that happens later in the season. Meanwhile, the Lions look like they're about to get shut out. Not surprising. Oh, man. Now we stop at 10:25 for another injury timeout. Leal, defender for the Steelers, is currently down on the field. So we have another moment to sit and contemplate shrews. Uh-huh. They don't... True North's right. They normally don't start screwing around with that until like week 10 or so. Oh, the Saints got a touchdown? Let me guess, it wasn't thrown by Andy Dillon again because, yeah, we couldn't get anything good out of that decision. Hey, look on the bright side, Angie. At least you're currently beating the Browns. That has not made her any happier. Patriots still up 19-0. Chargers still up by 3 on the Browns. Let's cry I tried for a few more prime times, Ishii. Yep. Dalton to Olave. I have Dalton and Olave on my team. I kid you not. So yeah, I just need 4 more Dalton to Olave passes, and I might actually be able to compete in my fantasy matchup this week. And Ben, if you are out there, I know you're going through a rough day because of the result of the Packers game earlier, but hopefully you stomping me into the ground in this fantasy matchup will ease the pain somewhat. I do what I can to bring joy to other people's lives, even if it's only just a little bit, and with stupid, unimportant things. Mm. Yeah, yeah. Leal is standing and on the sideline, so the fact that he's upright is good. 2nd and 2 for the Bills, by the way. Fake the handoff and a nice dart to Davis, who will receive that near the 40-yard line. And Bucks score a touchdown, Brady to Lenny. Yay. And once again, another angel dies a horrible death. Only 2 games can flex in weeks 5 through 10, and the normal game flexing schedule starts in week 11. All right. Today we learned. Nice. Be marked down at the 39 by the refs. Will be 1st and 10. Quick handoff to Singletary, who's rushing around to the far side of the field. And it will get driven out of bounds after a gain of 5. And Bucks get the 2-point conversion, so now they're up 21-0. Oh, All right. Once again, a big thank you to our sponsor, Yinzers Salt and Vinegar Chips, Andy. Here you go. Bears have gotten a field goal, which is good. They have now pulled within 2 of the Vikings. And the Patriots got a touchdown. Okay, Ishii. You have fun. We're going to be rating Shifty Sports Talk at the end. So, if you would like to come in and join for that. Oh, now it looks like they're taking extra care with this possibly injured Steelers player. Are they doing concussion protocol on him? Oh, hope not. Because now they're more strict with it. Second and 4 now for the Bills. Allen waiting patiently. Incomplete up the middle. 3rd and 4. Third and 4 now. The Buffalo Bills are 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions today. They haven't had to do 3rd down very much either. Once again, we get Allen out of the shotgun. 5 receiver set. Empty backfield. And he fools them all by using his feet and still running. Gets brought down from behind. But he was already down when that ball came out. So it will be Bills' ball around the 34. And Chargers are going to kick a field goal. Yeah, you hear that, Angie? The Chargers are doing something with their feet to go up by 6. Yahoo! All right, 1st and 10. A quick pass from Allen to Diggs will gain 6 on that little route across the middle. And the field goal is good, and the Chargers are leading the Browns by 6 in the 3rd quarter. Halfway through on that one. Josh Allen drafted 7th. Lamar Jackson drafted 32nd. And there's Josh Rosen drafted 10th. Poor dude. 2nd and 5, another quick pass to Diggs on the far side. He jumps back inside to gain an extra 6. Be down inside the 20, near the 16. Another 1st down for the Bills. Saints are up 24-19 on the Hawks, and the Hawks are driving at their own 25. Yeah. Makes sense, Geezer. I don't think that Angie is from San Diego or from Los Angeles. She just gets angry when the Chargers lose. So that's the only way that I know. Getting down under 7 minutes to go. We have a handoff to Singletary. Once again, attacking that right side of the Pittsburgh defense. Will be a gain of 5 on the ground. Be 2nd and 5. Quick tackle by number 26 for the Bills. And just in case anybody else wants a Yinzers salt and vinegar chip, there you go. Yeah. On the Steelers 12, right hash mark, 2nd and 5. Allen directing traffic as time winds down, and Buffalo has to use their first timeout. time stops. It was 6:10 to go. Yeah, it's weird. I was hoping for a shootout of a kind, but honestly, I think it's also a divisional game, and those usually get played a lot tighter for the most part. And meanwhile, the Wildflowers have gotten a touchdown, which means now they are up over the Titans, 16-10, barring the extra point. I mean, look at Vikings Bears right now. They're 21-19. Well, we thought the Vikings were running away with this a little bit earlier. And that is number 16, who ducks back into the flat to get the first down. It will be 1st and goal. Hodgins for Buffalo on that catch. Letting that clock just die. This drive has been going on for 5 minutes. Ideally, they would let it die for another minute more. But instead, quick pass to Davis, and 16 was hugging him like it was a hugging party in the end zone. Flag on Jackson. That'll put them at the 1. So that's 5:29 we stop at. Ball's at the 1. Let's see. Chargers still leading the Browns 27-21. Buccaneers 21-0. And everything is still holding on. 1st and goal now. Allen operating out of the shotgun. They do a quick pitch inside, but the ball comes out as he dives forward in the end zone. And it will be called a fumble and a recovery for Pittsburgh. Oh, I don't know. Oh, yeah, nope. It's good. It comes out before he crosses the plane. Yeah. He got hit in the back by Hayward, number 97, as he was diving forward, and that hit dislodged the ball before it ever crossed the goal line. Touchback recovery for the Steelers. Does the nonsense commence at this point? We don't know. We will have to wait patiently and see as the other more interesting games toddle along. Jets are pinned deep in their territory, according to my scoreboard. At their own 7 for this drive in the 3rd quarter. They're still up by 2 on the Dolphins. Quarter 3 has ended in Vikings-Bears. Meantime, Saints up 24-19 on the Seahawks. Kip informs me the Lions have gotten into the red zone, so all right, something. Quarter 3 about to end in that one. Whew. Man, look at all the exciting stuff that is happening not in the game that I'm watching. Let me run through it as it stands right now. I'm not surprised by the Patriots beating the Lions. I am surprised that we haven't put any points on the board through 3 quarters. Yeah, I thought Chargers-Browns was going to be a difficult one because the Browns have talent on the team. You know, it's just a matter of Kevin Stefanski doing right by his guys and Jacoby Brissett, you know, doing his best to steal Deshaun Watson's starting job. Texans-Jaguars, divisional game, you know. They are competitive. Falcons-Buccaneers, yeah. Well, just no more to be said about that. Dolphins, Jets, once again, divisional game, but also, good on the Dolphins for still hanging in there, even though they're down to the third string QB. Titans, Commanders. I thought the Titans would be holding the Commanders at bay a little bit more, but we still got a quarter and a piece to go in that one. Vikings, I felt, would definitely have an advantage over the Bears, but once again, divisional game. They still end up close one way or another, and Seahawks, Saints. Yeah, 24-19 sounds about right. They're halfway through the third quarter on that one. As Pickett, and another pass to Pickett on the Pickens on the far sideline from Pickett. He'll be just short of the. No, they're going to give him the first down on that one. And Cousins threw a pick? I am shocked. Another easy pass to Pickens, and he picks up another first down. Same setup as last time. Offensive pass interference on Detroit. Never change, Detroit. Never change. And now here comes the Steelers. First and 10 at their own 40. Shotgun, quick pressure on Pickett, and we will be sacked. Back at the 33. And who is it? Von Miller. Browns are currently first and goal. Okay. That is a heck of an update. All right, everything else holding steady so far in the score. We'll turn our attention back to the game where it is now 2nd and 16 for the Steelers. They've been pushed back to their own 34, picking out a shotgun once again. Has a little bit of extra time. Freiermuth will work his way back up to the 41 after getting absolutely battered. And now he is on the ground. Oh boy. He's not even. He is just on his back and looks like he is going Betty Buys. It's so concerning that even Tomlin is walking out on the field. And when Tomlin walks out on the field, that can't be good. Titans are first and goal at the 2, and Kareem Hunt gets a touchdown. Against 2? I have no idea, Angie. Please take your claw out of my leg. Alright, everything else the same. No major changes. And while I'm here, while I have a moment, another thank you again to all of you who are here. It's really cool that we get to do this. It's just this cool way of hanging out with people for sports games without having to deal with shitty bar music, overpriced drinks, douchebags yelling in your ear. This is pretty cool. I enjoy it. And we have a roughing the passer penalty on the Patriots. Can't wait to hear how we waste this one. I know I sound pessimistic right now, but the Lions have not given me a lot to cheer for today, unfortunately. And King Henry that's his second touchdown of the day, isn't it? For the Titans? So that ought to be showing up on the scoreboard. It'll make it a 3-point game barring the extra point, but Kip confirms the extra point. Now they are up 21-17. A little bit to go in the third quarter in that game. We get an excitement everywhere but here. And Geezer's happy. Ooh. 3rd and goal for Detroit. Meanwhile, the game has come back. They inform me about who is a good neighbor and who is looking out for me, but that's not true. None of it is true. Friarmouth. Oh, it looks like this is another... Oh no. Another concussion protocol. Claypool ends up charging through, dragging a defender with him inside the Steelers' Buffalo Bills 40. Yeah, John, it's been a game. Well, it's certainly been an occurrence. Let's say to say the very least. Buffalo just went on a tear and would not let up in that first half. As Deontay Johnson, who will get the first down and will get bounced out of bounds near the 20. 2:32 to go. And they're up 28-27 over whoever they happen to be playing. 4th and goal. I am shocked that they are going for it. Oh, I understand. That's too bad, man. Get some rest, push fluids, do whatever you gotta do. You know, hump the magical doorknob of destiny. Whatever people do for health reasons these days, I hope you feel better. Najee Harris, by the way, no gain on that run, will be 2nd and 10. This is really weird. I'm not used to Angie being a lap cat like this. I mean, I know it's a reaction to her having to compete for attention, or so she thinks with another cat, but I've never really had a proper lap cat in my life, so I don't know how to deal with this. And of course, the Lions turnover on downs as Pickett escapes the pressure, will be running for his life. He will slide. And 78 comes to defend his quarterback. And now there is some major pushing and shoving getting involved on the sideline. That run is going to be taken away by an unsportsmanlike conduct, unnecessary roughness penalty on 78 because it happened right in front of the ref. And I understand, Daniels, you want to defend Kenny. He went for the slide. He got a bit of a late hit. That should have been a penalty. You know, because I've seen that called that way for other teams many a time. But, oh, no. Oh, no. Pickett seems to be doing all right. And he took the most of the shot from his arm and shoulder. It wasn't near the head. So, thankfully, that is a small blessing. Bears field goal is good. They lead 22-21. 10-10 to go in the 4th quarter. Probably less than that by now, according to my scoreboard. Yeah. It's pretty... Yeah, Hamlin got lucky that he was not called for a penalty there. Very, very lucky. Oh, I gotcha. Action on the quarterback was legal. Personal foul, 78, and 69. 69's foul is declined. Enforce the foul against number 78. 15 yards from the end of the run. What? And Olave has been ruled out of the game with a concussion. All right. Wow, so it's going to be 15 yards from the spot of the foul, but, oh. So it's essentially 3rd and 15 right now, because they ended up having to get moved back. And the Falcons have gotten a touchdown. Good for them. Only took until the 4th quarter. That is unfortunate. Steelers have been having to struggle all day today. Third and 15. Gentry will go up the middle, maybe gain about 8. That will be an easy 4th down. And Freiermuth is in concussion protocol. And now defensive player for the Bills, Johnson, is out. There apparently is looks like there's some issue either with his leg or his cleats. Still have 26 seconds to go in this quarter. We wait for them to deal with whatever's happening on the field with a possible injury. And it looks like the Steelers are offense is staying on the field. They are going to go for it. You're still waiting to see. I think, yeah, it looks like they're just stretching him out on the field. It doesn't look like a major thing. But yeah, that new concussion protocol is seems to be looping in a lot of receivers and players today. I'm sure the coaches are pissed off at having to plan around that, but I'd rather have the coaches struggling in desperation than more head injuries. 4th and 8. Steelers are going for it. Pickett will be operating out of the shotgun. Najee to his right. Two receivers on either side. They cannot make up their mind. That was a very early movement by number 65. Even I saw that, and I'm terrible at spotting false start penalties. So now we see what they have to do. Damn. Boswell will come out to attempt the field goal. Oh, Kip, you're winning 81-23. Good job, man. Let's have a laugh during this commercial break and see how I'm doing. I am shocked that the Patriots force a punt. And the wind got hold of Boswell's kick there. That is no good as time expires. Wow. Oh, damn. They just switched me over to the Chargers-Browns game. It is so bad that they are switching me over. Well, we got what we wanted, folks. Now we've got the Chargers on my TV. You hear that, Angie? You could have a reason to claw my leg after all. Detroit forces a punt. The Bears are beating the Vikings. Who the fuck knows anymore? And we're switching over to Chargers coverage now. 1st and 10. The Chargers are in Browns territory. We'll make it down to the 21. I guess we should assume that All right, well, we'll give, screw it, we'll give the, I think they're out in LA right now. I want to say. No real cheers, so they must be in Cleveland. So, Cleveland is currently winning there. We will update the teams. And now we have an injured Cleveland Brown player on the field right now. Perry and Winfrey, and we will step aside as Herbert gets more notes from the coach. Well, who would have thought? Yeah, they switched it on us. They switched the games because there was nothing happening in the Steelers-Bills that was going to affect the outcome. So we have been moved over to Cleveland Browns versus the LA Chargers. And Diggs just got a 42-yard pass. Right after I leave. Perfect. We'll wait a moment to reset the timeouts. It's a shame. I went through all the effort to get these timeouts set up and work out the hotkeys, and the power has gone out in Buffalo, and yeah. Yeah, today is just like 31 flavors of nonsense. That's what it is. The Steelers can only lose 4 more times. Oh yeah, before they ruined Mike Tomlin's perfect never a losing season thing with the team. Oh right, I was going to share you. And the Bills have scored a touchdown. Of course. Let's see how I'm doing in fantasy. I'm going up against Benjamin Tech, who is another one of the mods in Grassi's channel. It's a whole league of mods all playing against each other, and no surprise, I am losing 65.02 to 34.92. Oh yeah, Chris Olavi's out, so he's not getting me any more points. The Chargers' defense is at -1. Oh, Cole Kmet is doing things. Good for him. Oh, Tennessee is currently 21-17 over Washington. Antonio Gibson only gets me 5 points. And Dalton is underwhelming. And yes, there is Geno Smith with his glorious 17 points on my bench. Quick snap to Herbert and quickly hands off, and that is whoever number 30 is for the Chargers down to the 10, Clowney on the stop. Woo! Well, we ended up switching. Anybody who's tuning in for a look at the Bills Steelers, it was so boring and so one-sided that we got switched over by CBS to the Chargers Browns game. And right now the Chargers are deep in Browns territory, looking to recover, but a great stop by the defense, driving whoever number 30 is out at the 9. I want to say Austin Eckler, but that doesn't feel right. And James Cook gets a nice rushing touchdown. Texans got first and goal. I'm not sure what that banging noise is in the background, but I assume my neighbor is doing something weird. That pass is incomplete. I think Herbert's... arm got hit as he was throwing. Yeah, that's definitely my neighbors banging on something out there. And they are going to go for the field goal. My goodness. Brandon Staley not doing the analytics thing? Ooh. It was Taylor Bertoli, who's coming out for his 27-yard field goal attempt, will put the Chargers ahead by 2 with 9:32 to go in the game. Bordelette, forgive me, but it is true and through. That's the 5th lead change of the day in this game. 30-28. And yeah, now the cat has curled up into the truly happy position. Oh, the Saints got a touchdown. They're up 31-19. Woo! Vikings are first and goal. Lions turnover on downs. Yeah. Yeah, as much as I enjoy the fact that going for it on 4th down has become, much more acceptable to do these days, I think the Lions are doing it way too much. Bless your heart, Dan Campbell, but you gotta start taking field position and maybe getting a punter who can actually, take care of all this shit. Yeah. No, I've heard the phrase Lions turnover on downs from the people in the chat so often now that it's starting to become a pattern, and it's not a pattern that I am particularly happy about. With everything that's going on today, it makes sense that they are now completely off their game. True North. And now Jets are first and goal. We are hanging on until we're going to do a raid on Shifty's 49ers talk. He's supposed to be going live, according to Geezer, near the end of this game. So I'm going to keep an eye out for when that stream happens. Mods, if you keep an eye out for when that stream happens as well, I would appreciate that. And now, can the Jets extend their lead? They're listed as being at the Miami 1 on my behind scoreboard. I will leave that for you all to keep track of while I'm looking in on the Chargers and the Browns. 9:29 to go. Chargers have just taken the lead on a field goal. Jets have gotten a touchdown. Thank you for the update, Kip. We will get a kick away. Running back from just by the 1. Looking for room on the far side. Runs a long, long way to just get back up to the 19. Oh, it's starting in 50 seconds? I think we give him a little bit of time. A little bit of time, to get settled in and, do whatever they're supposed to do. We hang on for just a little bit longer. We don't want to interrupt, whatever rhythm he's got going for his intro. And meantime, that's another run. As a run by Chubb, looks like a 14-yard strike. Up the middle, out to the near side. Yeah, once again, a good run game will do a lot for a team. And once again, another run by Chubb, who will get the first down again. brought down after 11. Shoot. All right. All right. And now the Browns have moved up to their own 45. They're on the cursed face of Brownie almost. Brissett in the shotgun. Will once again hand off to Chubb, but that gets sniffed out quickly by the Chargers defense, who have no gain. Nope, you're right, Cheese. That was very, very, very Lions. We'll do another. All right. Oh, yeah. Note that. All right, we got some people slowly coming in. We'll hold on for another couple minutes until we go raid Shifty. Bailey Zapp is the first rookie QB to win a game. Rousdower saves us and saves all the world. Houston has scored a touchdown. Pats are up 29-0 after a good field goal. I think we'll raid the next time they go to commercial or after the next score. Crossing pattern to number 85. Njoku. I believe he was franchise tagged, wasn't he? But getting in some work for the Browns. Taking them into Chargers territory. Vikings 2-point conversion is good. Oh, goodness. All right. I promise the raid will happen soon. We just, depending on the Browns, to get the timing. Brissett will be flushed out of the pocket by pressure. He will have to throw it away. I will stop the clock at 6:02. Now we wait to see what they will do on this 2nd and 10. If I remember the rest of the words, Kaylee, I would be singing along with you. Chubb gets it, but it was immediately swarmed before he can make a break. We'll perhaps get a gain of 1 on that. But at least he didn't have to make us play a hacky sack. I know, I blew it. We're at 3rd and 9 right now. Andy is predicting that the Rams beat the Cowboys. That is a bold prediction. Have a chip. Brissett out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Back coming out of the backfield. Pressure coming quickly, and Brissett escapes it somehow on the feet and will run across the 30, get dragged out of bounds inside the 25. Damn, there is a penalty marker down, so that might be brought back. In the meantime, Seattle has gotten a touchdown. Close games everywhere except in Buffalo. Clock stops at 5:13. What do you have to say, Mr. Hill? That's Adrian Hill, the head referee for the game today. And he's pointing. What? Wait, what? What? Is that player getting thrown out of the game? The hell? The hell's going on? Oh, they just picked up the penalty marker. I think I missed it, Kip. Sorry. And a quick pitch to the inside or faking of a handoff, and another great play with David Njoku. Dang. Jets have recovered a fumble, 1st and goal. Oof. Oh, wow. This, I feel, is one of those games that is going to come down to who has the ball last. Can the Chargers defense, and I know this is asking a lot, but can they hold? Overthrew it like Rodgers. Chubb bounces and gets brought down in the backfield for a loss of 4. Getting down to 4 minutes to go. Yeah, I kind of want brownies now. But we are dedicated to this now. We are seeing it through. I think, yeah. I think we're getting close to that time with Mr. Shifty. Brissett and shotgun on 2nd and 13. He'll get a pass inside the 10 to Bell, David Bell. Jets have scored another touchdown. Dang. And a great sliding catch by Bell there. Grabbing that ball so close to the ground and being able to pin it against his body like that. Good job. So far, Cleveland has gotten 3 touchdowns on 3 red zone trips today. 3rd and 7 now. Brissett dropping back to pass. He wants to use his legs, escaping the tacklers, and throws a pick right at the goal line. Gilman gets the pick for the Chargers, and that may have saved the game. Wow. Before you go, Kaylee, we are going to do a raid on Shifty. And just when I'm going to put the link in the chat. And when you go in, just give him a quack and tell him Jim says hi. That's all. Give him a quack or a duck. Tell him Jim says hi. We're all winning today, Ron. We're going to go raid Shifty, give him a quack and a duck, and let him know that Jim says hi. I assume there's a reaction going on of some kind, but I'm not playing his video because my computer is old as shit and can't handle it. So I just assume that I'm either getting a little bit of joy or I'm getting laughed at right now. Either way, that was a nice little successful raid. Aw. Aw. I'm glad that he enjoyed that. Ah, that was fun. That was fun. Honestly, doing one of those near the end of a game feels good. Let's keep an eye out for whatever's going on. Falcons have scored a touchdown because why the fuck not at this point? I'm not saying I'm hoping for a last-minute comeback by the Falcons, but it would be hilarious as shit. Texans still leading the Jaguars 13-6, but the Jaguars have the ball at the 50-yard line with 2 minutes to go. Titans leading the Commanders 21-17, 4:46 in that, but the Commanders at their own 20. They're going to just have to hold on to the ball. If I remember, the Chargers are, yes, they are down a timeout. So now we're actually going to get to play around with these timeout things. I'm excited. They did? They played Roll Out the Barrel? Yes! Honestly, that makes me more glad than anything. The clock isn't running out, Ron. I just get easily distracted by stupid shit, and I don't care at this point. But it is really at 2:40. And that also happens to be because Cleveland just took a timeout. We have a compact formation at their own 18. They fake the toss to the left side. It'll be an easy throw over the defender's head. 81 is going to just collapse on the ground near the 37-yard line. Time will stop, and I'm assuming that there is another timeout taken by the Browns, but they also have Denzel Ward in concussion protocol. That's Cleveland's second timeout. Dude. Luke, that was honestly, regardless of how the game turned out, I really hoped that they would have the sense to play Roll Out the Barrel. And like I said, because if I've learned anything from seeing any British soccer matches and wrestling events, that British crowds at sporting events are up for a jolly old sing-along. Those music hall traditions, they carry on. It's going to be a stuffed run. While Cleveland takes their final timeout of the half. Wait, that's the wrong one. Oh, I'm going to sing it next week? We'll see, True North. We'll see. It depends on how many people buy me beers at the game. Sweet Caroline and Liv and Lincoln on a Bear. Yeah. Oh. And once again, Angie has decided to start cramping up my legs again. Another throw to side of the field. Holy crap. Williams just outreaching his defender. And then just plays keep away as he gets worked out of bounds. I think that'll be a gain of 7 on the play. All right. Glad you're able to stop by, Luke. Talk to you later. We have hit the 2-minute warning. And we will see if the Browns are able to make some magic happen. I'm not sure if they can, but we will see. We will let the long wait of all the farmers' commercials build the tension. Oh, yeah. once again, everybody who came out to hang out today, who tuned in, who kept us updated on the scores for all of the games, even the ones that we didn't care about very much. This was a really fun stream. I had a great time, even though the Lions have humiliated me once again. Oh, 29-0, you don't say. And I'm sure Belichick will go get at least one more field goal to just effectively drive the stake into his heart and, make himself feel better about all the games he couldn't get finished this season. Oh, now you wake up to lick my hand in an affectionate manner? After all this time pretending to sleep, making me nervous about you scratching my leg to shit if I talked badly about your team, and now you're gonna play cute? She's gonna play cute. Alright. Yeah. I know, you're not happy, but my leg is cramping up again, so we have to move. Give all the ear scritches we possibly can before we sign off, and also give people one last look at your beautiful, beautiful angry face. Yeah, Pats 29, Detroit 0. That sounds about right. Oh, and you're digging your hind claws into my arm, so you can go away for now. Third and 3, and they do stop them. Eckler will be brought down to 45, but the clock will continue to run because Cleveland is out of timeouts. Jets have scored another touchdown? Damn. Wow. The Jets are going to have some confidence going into Lambeau next week, aren't they? I think they are. I think they are. Yeah. They don't snap it. I'm guessing they just let it... No, they used another timeout. Clock will stop at 1:14. I get to play with my settings once again. Yeah, I have timeouts now. I'm a professional YouTuber. Yeah, all the moms in the Lambeau area, they better watch out, especially the ones that got it going on. Or even the ones that don't got it going on, depending on how the game turns out. It might just be a love fest up there. I know that was more than some of you wanted to think about, a MILF party up at Lambeau Field, but hey, if over 1,000 people can respond to attend a corgi gathering on the Chicago Lakeshore Trail, then there could be a MILF party at Lambeau. I know the Jets scored 40 points. They're going for it on 4th and 2. It is incomplete near the 50, so it will turn over on downs. Well, folks. Glad I got the cat off my lap when I did. But once again, Brandon Staley goes for it on 4th down, and it does not pay off for the Chargers. That throw was right into the defender's back, who is all over the receiver. Yeah, if I somehow run into Zach Wilson, Kip, I'll be sure to ask him if I can join. They are only 3 yards away from the field goal target line for their kicker. That first play is incomplete. I don't know. Oh, Adam's finished. Welcome back. Yeah, the Chargers went for it on 4th down, and now they've given the Browns a shorter field to get a field goal to win the game. So, yay, Chargers. He's 2nd and 10 now from the Chargers 45. Brissett in the shotgun gets an easy throw over the middle, and that will be a catch by Cooper. It is a 1st down. Remember, Cleveland cannot stop the clock. They have wasted all of their timeouts. Oh, and Angie's out of her happy, comfortable chair. She is pissed. It will be handed to Kareem Hunt, will be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Will maybe lose a yard or two on that. Seattle gets another touchdown. 7:40 to go in the Seahawks-Saints game, and Seattle looks like they are about to take the lead. Brissett has plenty of time, airing it out. That pass was definitely out of bounds for Donovan Peoples-Jones. However much interference may have been happening, that catch could not have been a reception or a touchdown. Yeah. He did catch it, but just a bad position for him. Oh boy. 20 seconds to go. It is 3rd and 11. They are well within the field goal range for their kicker, according to the semi-intelligent line that was on the field. And incomplete off the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. Cade York is going to come out. Left guard ran 69 yards for a touchdown. Texans have won 13-6. A shame, but hey. Seahawks are up 32-31. Still a lot of time in that game. Let's be honest. This is a 54-yard attempt for the Cleveland Browns. I know I'm behind. Let's see how it goes. Snap. Hold. Oh my God, it missed it just right. Apparently he did the same thing on an earlier attempt. And the announcer unironically says, OMG. Wow. Damn. I guess the bright side of all this is that a certain cat is not going to crap in every pair of shoes that I own. But damn. Damn. Yeah, Cade York was supposed to be a legend. We had that insane morning game. We had the Steelers getting the crap stomped out of them. Once again, apologies to all the Packers fans out there. But the Chargers, with that missed field goal, eke out a win in Cleveland, 30-28. And meanwhile, they switched me over to the Tennessee-Washington game, but I'm not going to cover that. I have had enough fun and enough madness for today. I am glad all of you were here for this. Once again, thanks to our sponsors, Screw City Lager and Vintner's Salt and Vinegar Potato Chips. This has been another Stupid Sports Show. I am Jim B, your host. We will be back tomorrow night for another stupid streaming show. You got a few hours to get requests in if you want to. But take care of yourselves. I'll see you later.